Morning guys, happy Monday. So I'm going to do this video going over grammar. So if you will get out your nouns digital copy. So I'm just going to be honest, this first week with nouns, I'm taking your grades as a completion grade. So I'm literally going through and making sure you did each of the numbers on the exercises, and then I'm giving you 100 if you did all of them, taking off points if you left some blank. And again, we're still trying to figure out the best way to submit these things. So for those of you that made copies of your answers and either put them on a separate Google Doc or Microsoft Word, that's working. For those of you, I'm assuming you're just trying to edit it and then share it back with me. Those are the ones that I'm having to request access back from you. So again, I think if you just make a copy, once you finish your sheet, just make a full copy of it and try to paste it onto a new Google Doc and then upload it that way. So see if that works. If not, let me know. Again, we're just kind of working through this together. So, all right, I'm going to literally just read through the numbers, change your answers. So I'm not expecting you guys to redo it and submit it back to me. I just want you to have the correct answers because we will be having a test on this. So hopefully you guys can have your Google Doc up while I'm reading these and hopefully just kind of edit it as you go. Once I go over these, if you have any questions, just feel free to email me or send me a message on Canvas if you're still confused about a certain part of it. Hopefully you guys watched the how-to video that I posted last week going over how to do this. So I'm going to go over the answers, that way you can check it. And again, you don't have to submit anything back to me. All right, so that first section, the exercise, you are to underline the common nouns and bold the proper nouns. So number 1, you should have underlined book, crash, iceberg, and bold, Titanic, and Atlantic. So one thing I wanted to mention about number 1, a lot of students did not underline crash, and some of you may have thought it was like a verb or an action, but in this sentence, crash is actually talking about an event taking place. So one book talked about the crash, meaning the event, okay? Talked would be the verb for this sentence, so you do need to underline crash. Number 2, you should have underlined house, bold Karen, Leon, and Super Bowl. Number 3, underline surprise and tickets, circle Hawaii. Again, some people may think surprise is an action, but again, the surprise is the event being talked about in this sentence would be the verb. So again, that is underline surprise and tickets and bold Hawaii. Number 4, you should have underlined men and damages and bold Judge Miller. Number 5, underline name, hero, and story, bold Jadu and Virginia Hamilton. Number 6, underline attitude and remarks. There is not a proper noun in this sentence. And make sure you are not making the first word of the sentence bold. So just because it is capitalized does not mean it is a specific proper noun. Number 7, you should have underlined members, officers, and year, and bold Neighborhood Merchants Association. Number 8, you could have underlined strip or cartoon strip because it's one thing, and country, and then bold Calvin and Hobbes. Number 9, underline novel and movie, bold The Joy Luck Club and Amy Tan. Number 10, underline office, years, and estate, bold President James Madison, Montpelier, and Virginia. So go back through there. Again, just change it on your end. You do not have to submit anything back to me. If I got a copy of your nouns and you completed all 10 on exercise 1, all 10 on exercise 2, you got a 100 this week, okay? Exercise 2, you are underlining the concrete nouns and bolding the abstract nouns. So number 1, you should have underlined Harriet Tubman and slaves. So you should not have underlined runaway because that is describing what type of slaves, and that would be considered an adjective. And then you should have bolded safety. Number 2, underline Vincent van Gogh, artist, and the Starry Night. So all 3 of those are concrete nouns. There is not an abstract noun in the sentence. Number 3, underline James and teacher. And you should have bolded patience and kindness because those are feelings. Number 4, this one's tricky. So you should have underlined Ramona, role, movie, and family. And then in bold, you should have fame and fortune. So some students would argue, and I would not count this wrong if you underlined fame and fortune, because technically, you can see fame and fortune, like you can see famous people, you can see people that have a lot of money. But fame and fortune in this sentence are more of feelings, so you should have put those words in bold. Number 5, you should have underlined Edgar Allan Poe and master. And in bold, you should have mystery and suspense. Number 6, you should have underlined actress and Tony Award. In bold, you should have joy and gratitude. Number 7, you should have underlined Mrs. Barron, noise, and speech. There are no abstract nouns in that sentence. Number 8, you should have underlined causes in Vietnam War. So no abstract nouns in that sentence. Number 9, underline Sonia and music. And in bold, you should have the word appreciation. Number 10, you should have underlined I, parents, and me. So if you underlined I and me, technically that's a pronoun, but I'm counting it because it is a person, so no worries on that if you did or did not underline. And then in bold, you should have faith and trust. So double check those, go correct them. It is very, very important that you do go back and correct your nouns, because I will be using these exact same exercises for your test. So it'll literally be, if you've got the right answers and you study it, you'll be fine for the test. If you guys have questions about these, let me know. And I'm trying just to, again, we're just kind of working through this day by day, trying to see if it would be better, like if this is sufficient enough for you guys to just go back and check your answers, or if you would rather, we can do a Zoom call to go over nouns. I'll kind of leave that up to you guys, and I would love all the feedback possible from y'all. We're in this together, and even though I'm the teacher and I have this set schedule, I would like to know what will work best for you guys. I'm also interested in doing, because I know a lot of you have different fifth blocks, so I would like to, see you guys more during fifth block, but since your schedules are kind of different, we're just going to kind of work with what we have right now. So anyways, that would be your nouns. Vocab, some of you have submitted that, which is great. I will not go over vocab until probably next week. So Monday, today's Monday, you have your practice test, which hopefully you guys have completed. It's 46 questions, so I would suggest you complete that by Monday night. And then, let's see, tomorrow I will be posting your Tuesday. Let's see. Okay. So Tuesday I'm planning on doing an actual video lesson. So that's my plan right now. And I'm down to only having a first block in person. So my plan is to record that lesson and then post it for you guys to see. Update your vocab if you haven't already. You guys, it's pretty simple. I will be, when it comes to vocab, you'll have all the words there instead of me telling you do these two this day. So just make sure you're updating that if you haven't already. Make sure you are reading your independent reading books. If you're in my honors class, make sure you're staying on top of To Kill a Mockingbird. Your first quiz is this Thursday on chapters 1 through 7. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Keep checking in, Google form every single day. That's how I'm marking your attendance. There were a few of you I marked absent last week because I never heard from you. So just make sure you are checking Canvas and doing that daily. So hope y'all all have a wonderful Monday.